Bit of a different spin this week for my socials. Last week I got to take a few days where I had to drive down to Sydney. Now my side hustle is playing in a band, and I've been doing that for many years now. And so we had some shows down in Sydney booked and a radio appearance. So, I had the opportunity to be able to bring my work along with me, work remotely, and also participate in something that I love very much, which is playing music. It wasn't long ago that I was actually working in the education system here in Southeast Queensland, and I loved it. I loved helping students, I loved supporting families, I loved working alongside some genuinely amazing people being the teachers over these years. And it wasn't a job I was itching to escape, but something else was calling. My love of property, my love of investing, which I've been doing for many years. And I knew I'd be restless unless I gave it a real crack. And was I scared? Hell yeah. Scared to fail. But I was more scared of never trying and being left wondering that what if. And I see that pattern everywhere. It happens in careers, happens with hobbies we might want to take up, holidays, and also in properties. People are going to do something, but it takes a while to get around to, maybe never. People hold back, not because the opportunity isn't there, because it's the fear of getting it wrong feels bigger than the fear of never finding out. And underneath it all, for me, were years of steady, patient property decisions. Made while I was still teaching, was nothing flashy. It was just consistent property investing, following the plan, sticking to the plan. And that's what gave me the room to actually make the leap from being in educational leadership to moving into my own business where I help people buy properties. Now I've still got one boy in school, so it's not like everything's settled and we're free, my wife and I are free, but there's some real breathing room now. And enough to be able to step away like last week for a few days and play a few shows in Sydney without it costing me too much. And I see that same what if feeling in this work that I'm doing now with helping people buy property. People who've been dreaming about perhaps moving to the Southeast Queensland region for years, but still sitting on the fence. And if that's you, can I just say, don't let that fear of getting it wrong stop you finding out. Why don't you book a 30-minute call with me? It costs you nothing, and I'll share everything I know. And that's 50 odd years of living here in Southeast Queensland, 25 years of investing in Southeast Queensland. So I've learned a thing or two, and I'm sure I can help you make an informed decision. So I look forward to speaking soon.